that more. Now it's time for our second guest this evening. Let's have a look at him in action. This is Drew Cameron. Don't go anywhere. Right after this.
You are posh people. Down there, you're really... I went out with a posh girl once. I knew she was posh. I caught lobsters off her. That's how posh she was. Oh, yeah. Red girl, my girl. These are words that go with Cushy Dell. Miracle. Red girl. My girl, potpourri mange tout, crème de la menthe, bon idée douche. Me took me Julie to the jeweler store. Me bought me Julie 20 carat bling. Me took it to me Julie waiting at the door. But when she sees it, she begin to sing. Oh bloody allergy, boy for sharp. Whoa, happy Babylons. Oh bloody allergy, boy for sharp. Oh, happy Babylons. And if you want to see a fit bitch, check out me Julie Ann. Respect, wicked star. Shaking all over, our drums listen and I shout. Come on, Sharon. I can't work it out, man. Losing my hair, not many years to go now. Will I still be able to see my willy once more? Just a stand to attention, now it's facing the floor. When I get up to go for a wee, I piddle on the floor. Everything hurts, what doesn't hurt doesn't bloody work anymore. Put on my hair.
What you say if I sang out of tune? Will you stand up or walk out or rain? Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song. But try not to sing out of key, or I get by with little help from Teddy. Oh, get by with Teddy. I'm going to get by with Teddy.
In the town where I was born, lived a man who sailed the sea, and he told us of his life. Actually, that man was me. And we sailed into the sun, where we fought the Japanese, and we lived beneath the waves in a yellow submarine. I was in the war in a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine, yellow submarine. I was in the war in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine, yellow submarine. Funny! I was in a war in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine. Yellow submarine. One more. I was in a war in a yellow submarine. Yellow submarine. Yellow submarine.
So, ladies and gentlemen, man of many faces, Drew Cameron. How are you, my friend? Are you well?
Hello. Well, I'm two-faced. Well, 3, 4, 5. I've got loads. I'm schizophrenic. Yes, I'm perfect. I'm the perfect man. Thanks so much, Gary.
Wonderful. Nice to see you. And thanks for joining us this evening on Stagetostream.tv. A fabulous act. And you've been going for many, many years. Where did it all start for you?
Oh, I got to go. I've got a nice story for you. It all started, and I've been told it. I actually was at a local event. What was it? Jumble sale up at the local church. Actually, a few years ago, obviously. And this woman came up to me and she said, "I used to be your school nurse in primary school," and and she told me that I was doing it then. I don't remember, but what happened? I was at primary school, and apparently the teacher would come to me and tell me off or something, walk away, and I would copy him or her. And I mean, now it's called impressions. Then it was called a cheeky little git. But that's how I started, and I didn't realise. And what happened was I obviously was doing silly little things as we go. And when I got into the junior school, the teacher, Mrs. Mayol, as I remember pronouncing it, she was the wife of an actor. I can't remember his name, but he was quite famous on the TV at that time. And we're talking about 60s. And she was the first person that really, really did help me, because she encouraged me and the class to do some drama. And I remember doing something called the Three Hats. And it involved me going into the storeroom in the classroom, putting on a hat, coming out, doing a character. And I did obviously 3 of them. I don't exactly remember what, but it was very much characters. And I didn't realize then what I was doing. And then it evolved. And I remember in the late 60s at some time, I did my first celebrity impression from the telly. And I can't remember his name, but I remember it was, "Oh, look, oh, Cadbury's mini sponges." Oh, I can't remember the name of the person, but anyway, that was the very first one. And then I was, do you mind if I carry on?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
And then I do remember that my family, we went on a holiday to a holiday park. I think it was Bognor, something like that. And there was a competition there. And then so I went in for it. And I can't remember where I actually got to, but a woman spoke to me outside, or spoke to my family, and said, "I saw you." And she worked for Barbara Speake Stage School in London.
Amazing.
And said, "You would be good going there." And so then that was the second group of people that really, really helped me, my mum and dad, because we lived in Brighton, and I was, 14 at the time. And obviously that's really difficult. Go out to Brighton and be in stage school, and we didn't have a lot of money, obviously. And they encouraged and supported me, and I went there. And that was exactly the same time when I somehow I cheekily went asked to go on Opportunity Knocks.
Wow.
And if you remember that, some people would. That was before all the British Got Talent stuff, and I was asked to go, and I did it. And I won on the clapometer, and came second. The people who won on the votes were Pickety Witch, who sang "A Same Old Kind of Feeling." That it was that. Yeah. They came first, and I only had 5-minute kind of act at that time, and I thought, well, if I then get gigs from it, I don't know what to do. Nothing really came of it. Because then, at that time, when it was shown on telly, I was at the stage school. And apparently I was told by someone that was working in the office there, of the agency there, that they were not into variety type of stuff. And people had contacted them about me, and they just pushed it aside. Yeah. So I don't know what offers did come in, but I was only very young. And I was at school with Jack Wilde, from Oliver, who was a mate. In fact, my daughter's godfather. And Phil Collins as well. In fact, I was there when he was trying to practice the piano, and we boarded in the same place. And I was going, "Go on in, come on, you idiot!" We used to play football, and so that's how it started. I'll stop there because you might want to ask some other questions. I could go on.
No, this is interesting. This is the sort of stuff we want. We want to know about. It's an interesting start. And it's that thing, isn't it, of having the support from your family, as you say, to get you there. And something that just came from talking to your warmer pack, David, he was saying the same about, drama schools not wanting to let you do things while you're training. So it does make you wonder what they turned down. There's always that thing, isn't there? I wonder, I wonder what they did actually say no to. So strange.
Yeah,
So, sorry.
Speech School was, and I don't want to be rude, they've closed now.
Yeah.
But they were more into making money than giving you
Yeah.
an education as
Yeah.
such, which I can understand.
Yeah.
Be pushed.
Yeah. So where did it go from there? Obviously, when you finished drama school, what did you sort of do then? Because obviously you're a trained actor as well then.
I don't know if you want to say sort of trained so much, but I was doing. I remember when I was there, I had to then join the classes, and we had ballet classes.
Right.
And and I wasn't, the boys there were sort of used to what to do and what not to do, and I just did what I was told by the person running the school, and I had what was it, a pink jock strap and tights, and you could see the jock strap underneath, and all the other boys, no, they didn't have that, and I looked a right idiot doing it. And the other funny thing was, at that time, what you wore as ladies were boots and mini skirts. And it was very funny at that age, and I was 15, 16, and doing dance classes, and the teacher would sometimes say, right, lay on the floor, do leg kicks, and they'd walk along and you could see up her skirt. That was what I learned. That's what I was taught at that age. Anyway, I met my wife at stage school, and I remember when I met her, I was doing films and things like that, horror films and stuff. And at the school, they did a play, something like that, called South Pacific, I think it was. And I played the main cast. And I was waiting for the curtains to open at the beginning, and the person who was doing the stage manager was my wife, and she was she was really, really good. She's played main parts in films and TV roles, which I could tell you about. But she was there acting, and I said, "Oh, I'd like a good luck kiss," and she did, and that started off. And she was then the next person that really, really helped me, because after I left school, I didn't know what to do. I was very sort of calm sort of person, very sort of not weak as such, but not pushing myself. And so when I left the school, I got a job as a TV engineer, as training for that. Then after a couple of years, and so that, and married at 18, and then my wife, who started in the business at the age of 3, and she'd done all that performing, she wanted to teach. So we then opened up a dance school one night a week. And as it grew, I said, oh, I'll help with the drama. And then I said, oh, I'll help with the tap classes. Oh, okay, I'll help with the... And then eventually we became, in 1984, a full-time academic stage school.
Amazing.
Brighton. And I was the headmaster, and I taught art and drama and ballet and a load of kind of stuff. And so I gave up performing and became this headmaster. And then in 1996, we stopped doing that, and I went back into the business, and I had to relearn. There were new characters, because when I did The Opportunity Knocks, it was Freddie Parrotface Davis. Oh, Freddie Parrotface. And pick up there, all that kind of. Well, so I had to start again, and it was a new comedy. It was the 90s, and I wasn't young. I know I look young, but I wasn't young, so I tried to get into it, but it wasn't really me. But what I've realised is I'm not an impressionist like you would see impressionists now, and they would do. Boris Johnson, or a Michael McIntyre. Hello, it's Michael McIntyre. Hello. Now they're more sort of voices. I do a lot of big characters, which is why at sort of my age, and what you showed there, well, big characters that people love, and you don't have them so much anymore.
Yeah.
So do you know I do French and Spencer? Sorry, not French Spencer. I used to do it, but it's a bit squirrely. But no. And these are massive characters that I do, and I don't do those subtle ones.
Yeah.
And so I sort of got into that, and then in 2008, well, there was other things that happened. 2008, that was the second year of Britain's Got Talent, and I thought, oh, there's another talent show. Maybe I should do that. And I was a bit nervous. No, a lot nervous, because it was only, as I say, normal amateur people going on.
Yeah.
And I didn't think it was taken. It's not professional. Professional people didn't do it. And so I was very nervous, and I didn't want to say I was a professional. And I said to them I was a web designer.
Yeah.
And I will tell you something to keep this a secret, Gareth. Right?
Yeah, nobody will know between me and you.
Yeah. There is video that they've got. They put me through, and Piers Morgan said they were the comedian I was looking for. But they came around with the camera team at the back. They, when they did sob stories, all that kind of stuff. And they said to me, okay, Drew, tell us how much this is your dream. Now I understand the game.
Yeah.
You play the game, you get bigger profile, you get money, you get gigs. Then I didn't understand it. I took it literally, and I said, excuse me, I'm not 12 years of age. It's not my dream to win a talent contest. My dream is to have a happy marriage and children, and they weren't happy with that.
They didn't use that then.
No, they didn't use that.
It's a shame.
So I understand it now.
Yeah.
I didn't play the game.
Yeah, that's incredible.
I've got other stories, but please go ahead, or I'll do other impressions for you if you want.
No, that's great. It's good. It's great to see. It's there's not many impressionists out there anymore, so it's great. It's great to see you doing it and stuff. Are you still out there?
I totally disagree, Gary, because there are, and they're not so much like me, the big characters.
Yeah,
they are more subtle, things, but they're there. But that's the big thing I have. I really get grumpy. I'm at that grumpy age, Victor Meldrew age. Because I see the talent, like on Britain's Got Talent, they'll have they're brilliant. And what happens when Opportunity Knocks?
Yeah.
People like Les Dawson, he did it, he did well. He went on the Des O'Connor show, he went on someone else's show, he became a big name. If he was on Britain's Got Talent now, Zippo.
Yeah,
because they win, they're brilliant, talented, and they don't put them on telly.
No.
It's pathetic.
Yeah.
We pay the BBC. Put on a show with talent.
It'd be nice to see, wouldn't it? A good variety show back again. That would be good, with a bit of everything.
Because I know of a certain age. Put on things that other people. I don't watch certain reality programs.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying don't have them, because a lot of people like them. Fine, great. Now put on something that I want on.
Yeah.
And other people my age.
Yeah. No, absolutely. No, absolutely. I think you're right. I think a good variety show with all kinds of things on would be amazing. But I doubt whether it'll happen for a while. You never know.
Oh, no, I think one day, because they're young producers, one day out of university become a bloke who's 20 years of age and say, "Do you know what? I've got a brilliant idea. What? Let's have a show with a compere and all talent. Wow, how did you get that?" It'll be like that.
Absolutely. Okay, we're going to go to Ruthie right now over in Social Media Corner and see what questions have been coming in this evening for you. Let's hi Ruthie, how are you?
Hello, good, thank you.
Okay, we got any questions this evening? What's going on?
So many questions. Hi Drew, how are you?
Hello. Thank you. I'm right.
Wonderful. Okay, I've got lots and lots of questions for you. Some are quite tricky. I'm going to give them to you first. Straight in at the deep end. So we want to know, how do you get into character and switch so quickly between them? Is there a secret to it?
No, because that was the thing. I didn't know what I was doing when I was younger. So it was within me. And what I've got a passion for, and why we did the stage school, is whatever you are, you should be encouraged to be it.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. And I was this person who did character. What I did was I rescued birds when I was a child and did impressions, and I still do it. I rescue animals and birds. So I cannot say. The only thing I will say is I do remember Derek Trotter, and that's one of my most favourite characters now.
Yeah.
In fact, I want to tell you something about that before I finish. That character, I do remember I was down in a holiday park with my family, and I was trying to do it. And what I wanted to do, because I had to get the voice, which is at the back of the throat, sort of thing, and a bit nasally, and there's a little wave to how he talks. It's a, it makes sense, eh? It's that. And so I got a line which is, all right, lovely jubbly, that kind of thing. And I practiced doing, all right, lovely jubbly, all right, lovely. And when I got that, then I could get into it. But most of other things, I never looked into a mirror and practiced. I just used to practice the voice, and I don't know. I can't help you any more than that.
No, that's incredible. I like that. That's I'm going to practice that myself now. Love it. Ruthie, give us another one.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so you've just revealed your favourite impression there, but is there a difference in the crowd's favourite impression, and does it sort of vary as to where you might be?
Yes, there is. And I'm just going to what I was going to say. I have a show called Phony Fools and Horses, and there's 3 of us playing 5 characters. And I play Uncle Albert and Del Boy. And I love doing that, because when we do that show as a dining experience or the theatre show, we do weddings, but most of the shows we do, they are ready for it. And everybody loves Fools and Horses. I actually have never found anyone who doesn't like it. I've found 2 people that have never heard of it. But apart from that, that is it. And from another answer to your question, there are some that someone I spoke to just a few days ago for their wedding next year, they said, "Oh, not Mr. Bean. I don't like Mr. Bean," she said. Now that's very unusual. But what is more Marmite is Ali G. That's quite a Marmite character.
Yeah.
Some people love him or they don't like him.
Yeah, I think that's the same in reality as well. Yeah.
Yes.
His characters are very much that way. Like Borat, you either love him or hate him. I love him. Ruth hates him. So there you go. Point proved. Ruthie.
The secret's out.
What I do like, to another answer, I do like doing the characters in most cases. And it is very subtle, but in most cases, I can be rude. Like to you, Gary, if you were in the audience, and I came up to you as myself and say, "God, you're a miserable old git, aren't you?"
Yeah.
You're going to smack me in the face. But if I said it as Victor Meldrew, "God, you're Maggie, you miserable old bastard," they laugh.
Yeah.
And so it's that subtleness as well.
Yeah.
It's so
such a good character, Victor Meldrew, as well, wasn't he? Amazing. Ruthie, give us another one.
Okay, we want to know what's next for you. Are there any new characters out there? Not necessarily politicians, don't overly talk politics, but any new characters out there that might have come out of lockdown, or just general inspiration? You've had a bit of more time than normal to sort of think and put things together.
No.
Fair enough.
And I've tried it. I remember trying it with Keith Lemon.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, he's more up to date. So I've been tidy, I love potato, sort of doing little things like that, and I put it in my act, and it wasn't getting anywhere.
Yeah.
So I tried Mrs. Brown Boys, all that kind of stuff. Again, it wasn't getting anywhere, and as there's no big characters anymore, and I realise that's what I do. No, there isn't anything. No, just keep with Manuel and other stuff like that.
Yeah. Not fancy Trump then.
No,
he's fallen out now, hasn't he?
Okay, folks, it's gonna be great. It's great. I don't think people would like it now.
Yeah, no, it's gone and it's done. So there you go. We've got your friend David Burton, who said, "What's the most difficult impression?" He said, "What's the most difficult impression to master?" So that was from your friend David Burton. What's the most difficult impression to master?
David Burton, definitely. Got so much talent.
No, he's actually quite easy. You just get a bottle of Chardonnay and you're there. It's very good.
Yes, he's a bit like Julian Clary, isn't he? I thank you.
He is after a bottle of Chardonnay. Yeah, in a hotel room. Anyway, enough of that.
I've got to think about that. What's the most difficult one? For me, it's the subtle ones.
Yeah.
Like politicians. Like I know someone who does Jeremy Vine, and they're very subtle voices, subtle characters.
Yeah.
I'm just bigger. I prefer the
Yeah.
bigger ones.
That's where to be. Absolutely.
Yeah. And I live in Brighton, so all the gay people.
Yeah. They love you.
Oh, it's Graham Norton. Those sort of big things.
Love
like
it.
that.
Love it. One more from Ruthie. We're going to come back to you, Ruth, for one more.
Okay. We've got one more question. We want to know if there was absolutely anyone in the world that you could impersonate. Anyone, male, female, past, present. Who would it be?
Could you ask that question again, please?
Yeah. So if there was anybody in the world, past, present, that you could do as an impersonation, but that you don't already for whatever reason, who would it be and why?
Who's difficult?
The ones that I could do, I do.
Yeah.
I think we're going down the route of controversial. Maybe is there anyone controversial that you would personally maybe like to do but don't do for certain reasons? Or it's a very leading question. So
yeah,
thanks, Kyle, for that one.
At the moment, I have been doing I did a cruise not last year, the year before, and I was not allowed to do political stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So could not do boys. So sometimes I have to be very, very careful.
Yeah.
In doing that. And when I looked recently at my old promo videos, I was looking. Oh, well, perhaps I could use that project. And I thought, oh my God, I can't use it because there was oh my God, no, I can't.
There's a few of them that ruined a lot of acts, I think. So
yeah, so I can't be more specific than that one.
Yeah, no, that's amazing, Drew. It's been a wonderful speaking to you.
Before you go,
yeah, go on.
Can I just tell you something else?
Yeah, go for it.
That I was doing a gig in Eastbourne about 8 years ago, and the next day I got a phone call from a man saying, "Oh, I was at the gig and it went really well." He said, "But my wife died laughing." Oh, she said. Now I presumed she had something wrong with her.
Yeah.
But at the end, she was laughing and she passed away. And he said, "Would you perform at her wake?"
Wow.
And
that's heavy.
So I did, and it was a celebration of her life, and I was. It was complimentary, but it was also, it's really, really difficult.
Yeah.
And what I didn't know, I met the man a year later at the same area, and he told me he was an ex SAS and Royal Protection Officer. And I thought, blimey, if he actually thought that I was responsible for her passing, I would not be here today, would I?
But you're still going strong, my friend.
On that subject.
On that bombshell. It's been an absolute pleasure, Drew, for joining us. Thank you very much. We must talk again, most definitely. Ladies and gentlemen, Drew Cameron, thank you, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you very much.